this movie, they're trying to go for the big, and remember how I was complaining how in Batman Rest in Peace, the death of Batman just got that little tiny panel. Mm-hmm. Here we go, spoiler alert. Yeah. Big 2-page spread of Batman getting zapped with the Omega beams,
and he's actually getting zapped in the mind and in the heart. So
right.
I'm assuming that like his soul or his being, his essence, is being transported somewhere else.
Yeah. That sounds like an interesting premise, though.
No, it is.
Batman in an alternate universe trying to work his way back to ours, and
No, which is pretty cool, but
maybe they're setting up next year's event or summer's event.
No, it's not this summer's event because we already talked about how the big three aren't going to be around for a while, but like this to me just like reeks of, because at the end of the deal, that's all he cares about is like he came from writing shitty soap operas, and that's all he does is like it's like the smack in the face, like what's going to get people talking, the buzz. He just kills characters left and right, and especially in the last year or two, and what would be cooler than killing one of the big three? Right. Killing Batman. It's just so pointless.
Yeah, but I mean, we as comic readers, we're kind of used to it. I mean, let's face it. And someone made. I'm sorry for not remembering your screen handle, but they made the comment that Roy Thomas had once said, storylines in comics recycle themselves every few years because people only read them for so long, and then the next generation comes along and reads them again, and then they can recycle those stories. That sort of thing might change now with the advent of trade paperbacks where you can actually read the original stories, read the old stuff. But
that's not really stopping them from doing Superman Exiled and Batman Prodigal again.
Yeah,
because they're in trades.
They've been in trades. That's true. So, I don't know.
And the other thing I want to talk about was the depowerment of Mary Marvel.
Which was actually, I'm telling you, taking Supergirl and Mary Marvel fighting full-fledged against each other over 2 issues, only in this book could it kill that idea. Because, I mean, I even forgot, when I picked up this one, I even forgot, oh wait, there was this great big battle going on between the two of them in the last issue. Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's like, like they did the depowerment of Mary Marvel, but they did the same exact thing in 52 with Black Adam.
Right.
Right, and Grant Morrison co-wrote that too, so it's kind of like.
Well, those are the theme. He does revisit those themes from time to time. I mean, Chris Claremont did that all the time in the X-Men books.
That's why
mutant losing their powers. So
anymore.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, but I mean, on my side, I'm thinking that's kind of a theme that seems to run through the books on a regular basis. Heck, Wonder Woman lost her powers for a while. Remember when she was just Diana Prince, and that kind of ticked people off.
Yeah.
So it's a common theme. I'm not saying that they should be constantly revisiting those themes over and over again within such a short span of time, but it's a reality.
And the, I don't know if this is actually, but the death of Libra.
Oh no, he's
so like.
No, see,
anticlimactic.
No, because see, that's what he's saying. It's a classic. We haven't. The villains are already acknowledging that wasn't Libra. Right. That Libra's gone. So no, I.
But it's just like.
Yeah. But the book in itself was hard to follow. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, there's some pretty bad art in here too.
And the artwork actually
not by Doug Mahnke or J.G. Jones. That stuff was good. But there's this other guy who did like the Green Arrow, Black Canary stuff. And he did actually the Libra story. Those pages are awful.
It's just it doesn't mesh really well. And the problem too. And then when you get into the layouts here, you have some very when you get to this guy here. I mean, editorial should have got on this. Right after the death of Batman, then you get into this where the layouts completely change. At the end, well, I'm sorry to say, but Final Crisis hasn't been what we'd hoped. And I know you're not going to like this, but Bendis said this right from the beginning. When there was smack talk going between the two companies, between Final Crisis and Secret Invasion, and a lot of folks were talking about how Final Crisis was going to be the event of the year, and Bendis said, "Oh, well, I already know that they're having issues getting the art out on time, and so on and so on." Secret Invasion came in and just snuck in and stole everyone's thunder and money too. So he was right there.
they're both disappointments at this point. But I mean, I just hated Secret Invasion, and it's really hard to hate Final Crisis as much as Secret Invasion. But I am not liking Final Crisis. Well, now I wasn't enjoying it just because I wanted to know where it was going.
Right.
It is where it's going. Sorry, man. It's just been there, done that.
Okay.
Yay, Batman's dead.
We'll end this segment on that. We hope to see you in the next.